Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to SoulPet. Happy Tuesday. Yep, we're here on a Tuesday night instead of a Monday night. I have just walked through the door within the past 2 hours. I've just walked through the door after my trip to Colorado. I am back in Wisconsin, and it's a 17-hour drive from where I was back here. So I am tired, but just so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be here with all of you guys. So we'll get to all the questions in just a minute. I'm not sure how many people are going to be able to join me this evening. Normally our live streams are on Monday, and this week, because of the holiday and also my travel schedule, they are on Tuesday. And this is also an unscripted live stream. I will frequently do live streams that have a very specific topic that we can all talk about. But given the circumstances, we are just doing this completely unscripted, and we are going to let our beautiful animal companions here and on the other side of life kind of guide the conversation tonight. So welcome, everybody. We'll say hello to all of our channel members in just a moment. I would love to know that you can see and hear me okay, because I haven't had my setup here in oh gosh, it's been a little over 3 weeks since I have been here home in Wisconsin. I've been traveling. So we're just going to keep our fingers crossed that everybody can see and hear okay. I will scroll down a little bit just to make sure. Looks like we are good. And somebody's listening on the TV. Oh gosh, Cheryl. It's like my face big on a TV screen. That yeah, that would frighten me. All right, so hello everybody. I'm Elaine, the Animal Reiki Lady. I'm an Animal Reiki Master, Animal Chaplain, Animal Medium, and this channel, SoulPet, is dedicated for all of us who have been through the loss of an animal companion or the loss of more than one animal companion. No matter where you happen to be on your journey through the healing process, wherever you happen to be on your journey of grief, after losing an animal companion, we are here for you. And you will see as you follow the comments, whether you are watching this live or as a replay, that that we have an incredibly supportive family community here. The Soul Pet family is amazing. And I'm going to welcome somebody new tonight who I don't know if she's going to be on, but someone who this weekend I was able to work with her and her beautiful dog that transitioned to the other side. And I have welcomed her to this channel as well. So that's Lucy. Lucy, if you are catching this, whether it's live or on the replay, know that you have got a whole group of people here who will virtually hug, virtually support you, that have been through everything that you might have experienced. And we are here for you. Okay, so let's just do a quick hello to everybody. This is going to be completely unscripted. I have no notes. I have no, that's not true. Of course, I always have some kind of little notes. I love to receive inspiration from the universe. Someone specifically asked about the cosmic forces that impact our decision making when it comes to our animal companions. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit, about that decision making process. But first, let's say hello to everybody. Love to say hello to all my channel members because you guys are my tribe. I know that Kali, you have, if is Kali on yet? I'm not. Yep, there we go. Hi, Kali. Mentioned about self-care, and I do want to talk a little bit about that, like to take the time off that you need to take off. For me, I just have to tell you guys that I love being here. I love being here every week with this whole group. We just have such an amazing group, and you guys ask the best questions. Pat, you've already got a bunch of questions. Charlie, you've got a bunch of questions, and then some other questions that were posted on a different video that I want to address tonight. So I just love all you guys, and let's just say hello. So Pat, welcome, hello, hello, and scroll down to Kali. Good to see you, sweetheart. Cheryl, awesome to see you watching on the TV. Kathy H, great to see you. Donna, hello, hello. Who else are my channel members here? Oh, so far that's it. All right, so we'll see if anybody else jumps on. I know it's odd when I switch the night, but I did not want to not do our live stream. And I can't wait to see about I see something from the toothbrush. So that's our channel member so far, and I'll keep an eye out to see who else joins us. But hello to Charlie. Also, I see some good questions there from Charlie. And did I miss anybody? And it's great to see you. And we'll be listening. Oh, just be listening now. Okay, good. Good. Right. Well, I guess I would have to look at one of my videos on TV to decide how uncomfortable I'm going to be. Oh, Syphilis. Oh, Syphilis, you are part of my notes here this evening. And I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. And of course, our handles on YouTube are different. But yes, for everybody, if you would please welcome Osiferous to our beautiful family, who experienced Manny, if I'm not mistaken, right? Her beautiful kitty cat Manny just today transitioned to the other side. So you will find a complete support group here, to help with those transitions, and to help with the feelings, and to help with all the things that come up, and the questioning, and the second guessing, and the doubt, and the did I, should I, could I, would I have done something different. We're going to talk all about that tonight and celebrate the life of the beautiful Manny. And I hope that Manny is already coming through to you with signs. We can talk a little bit about signs tonight too. Uh, Kathy H. I had a really weird experience a week ago listening to Edgar Casey. While I had this intense feeling. It doesn't say quite what the intense feeling is, but we'll come back and talk about Edgar Casey because he's one of my faves. Edgar Casey has some amazing things, including about animals, and I have brought him up before, his some of his ideas about our connection with animals and how we are connected is the word that's coming to mind, but it's so much more than that. So we'll come down. Well, I'm going to scroll through the questions and we'll come back to that, Kathy, and make sure that we cover it. Okay, so let's start talking about questions. And this may not go the full hour. I try to keep this to about an hour. We'll see how it goes tonight, just because I'm tired. Just being perfectly honest, that after a 17-hour drive, I love driving. Oh, by the way, and Pat, you'll probably be interested in this. I camped in the van this weekend. My kids have a yurt, and we were at the yurt, but I kind of used my minivan that I have almost all ready to go, to show you guys how the camping went. But so I was sleeping in the great outdoors in the Rocky Mountains in my little van that I have converted into a camper van, and we just had such a great weekend. Great weekend. Okay, let's start with the questions from Pat. Have you ever thought about having your own farm? Did I scroll all the way up there? Yeah. Have you ever thought about having your own farm in order to practice Reiki? And I could call it the Center for Animal Mystic Studies. I love that name, by the way. I love the name Center for Animal Mystic Studies because I'm all about the animal mystic. For those of you, I didn't mention this in the very beginning, and I usually always do, that this channel is not only dedicated to those of us who have experienced the loss of an animal companion, but it is also, we throw in a hefty dash of metaphysical woo-woo. We talk about all kinds of things. And one of the classes that I offer is about psychic development with animals as our guides. So how we can develop our extrasensory abilities, which are natural for everybody, our extrasensory abilities, and I call it the Animal Mystic Masterclass. So yeah, the Center for Animal Mystic Studies. The only reason that I haven't done that is because of the commitment. It would limit my ability to travel, having a farm, that kind of thing. So I've thought about it, absolutely thought about it, but I really like the idea, and the model that I use now for teaching Reiki when I hold in-person Reiki classes is that I go to animal sanctuaries. And for those of you who don't know about Reiki for animals who have I use it for animals who are transitioning to the other side as a way to help promote peace and calm, and to help people support their animal companion through the transition so that it is a peaceful process, and that transition to the other side of life into their energetic spirit back out of their physical body, can be a peaceful one. And I use Reiki as a way to help with that process. Um, but when I teach Reiki, I will go to, let's say it's the sanctuary in Florida. There's an animal sanctuary in Florida called the 3 Sevens Animal Sanctuary. Hi, Jamie, if you're catching this at all. And I go there a couple times a year. Now, this year it's been a little bit different because I've had my granddaughter, and she's just going to turn 2 on Halloween, and she's been the light of my life, and my schedule's been a little bit different. But when I go to an animal sanctuary, what I'll do is host the class there. So the 3 Sevens Animal Sanctuary welcomes all the students, myself and all the students, to the sanctuary. We go there, and usually it's a 2 or 3 day class, depending on what the Reiki class is that people are interested in. And then a significant portion of the student fees go towards the care and medical expenses for someone who has an actual animal sanctuary. And then I also had that same thing in Colorado. So that partnership seems to have been working out the best for now, because it still allows me to travel while having beautiful animals that I can work with. And then there's something else. If anybody's ever interested in this, I don't think is Anne on tonight? I don't know if it's the same Anne. I'd have to double check. Anne. I don't remember. And are because all of our handles are different. If you're the Ann that does the sponsorship of the horse, that's something else that you can do. If you are interested in just learning more about an animal or creating a relationship with an animal, but you don't have the financial or even the any of the resources, time, whatever it may be, to actually have an animal full time, you can sponsor a rescued animal. You can sponsor such as a rescued horse, which is what I plan to do in the future also. You sponsor a horse through either financial and time and care, but without the commitment or the responsibility of having full-time care for that particular animal. So that's, if anybody's interested, I can always get you more information about that too. So yes, have I considered it? 100%. Reiki is the thing that opened the doors for me. If anybody's not familiar with Reiki, quick explanation of it. Reiki is simply the universal energy that surrounds all things. We've called it so many different things throughout so many different cultural traditions, and now everybody's into, and me included, talking about the quantum field and the field of all possibilities, and that this field is this beautiful web of loving, healing energy, and that's Reiki. Essentially, that's what Reiki is. The word Reiki, Reiki, it's a Japanese practice. The specific practice was developed by a man named Usui Mikao in Japan, but it's actually been practiced for thousands of years. And it's a way of accessing healing, loving energy, the energy that flows to, through, and around us. And we teach techniques about how to access that energy and allow it to flow. We share, we don't give, we don't send, we don't beam, but it's how we share that energy with animals and how we can remind animals that they also can access this energy. And by resetting their body, by harmonizing, by balancing, we help the body to remember its natural ability to heal. I don't remember why I just started giving you that explanation of Reiki. I have no idea. But, oh, because it got me started on my journey. I'm the 35-year corporate dropout. After 35 years in corporate, once I realized what Reiki was and how it helped me to quiet my mind, it helped me turn down all that chatter that goes on back here. Like right now, I'm sure all of you have got something going on in the back of your mind. It could be anything from the needing to change the oil in the car to running out of pet food to running out of toilet paper to what all those myriad of things that go on in the back of our mind that make it very difficult for us to stay centered and grounded. And being centered and grounded and relieving ourselves of that stress, for me, it opened the door for communicating with animals and for connecting with animals. It all of a sudden I realized that animals don't like, they're not interested in all the BS that we make up, in all of the stressors that we place upon ourselves, in all of our attention to the external world, from somebody cutting us off in traffic, to getting a bill that we didn't expect. All animals, they're just trying to show us that we can just relax. And when we relax and easily just make our just I just focus on ease. Like, my priority is ease and peace. And Reiki taught me that. Reiki taught me how to turn off the corporate stress and how to stop being the control freak. And when I did that, I was able to connect with animals, and that led to this. One thing led to the next: animal communication, animal mediumship, and now as an animal chaplain, helping people with their animals who are crossing to the other side. It all began with Reiki. Okay. Do I still teach at SNU, Southern New Hampshire? I love to teach, guys. I just love it. Whatever genetic thing, whatever spiritual genetics I have, that I enjoy teaching so much. So the answer is yes, I do. I teach at Southern New Hampshire. It's just a part-time thing. I teach one class every 8 weeks. I teach a class of adult students who are going back to school in order to improve their careers. So these are folks who have gone out into the working world, never went to college, and then decided as adults that now they want to go back and get a degree. So I help them with their introduction back into the business world. And I have a whole different spin on it now. It used to be that I was all about I had the big corporate influence. And now I teach it's almost like holistic, like how to focus how to really find a job first that aligns with you, how to do things that are aligned, how to have integrity as you're a business leader. Yeah, so that's a long answer to the short question. Yes, I still teach at Southern New Hampshire. If I opened a retreat, what state would you have it in? Oh, Colorado, without doubt. Or New Mexico. I like New Mexico as well. But I'm a mountain girl. Life is better in the mountains for me, and so I would love to be able to do that in the mountains. But I also I also like sunshine and hot, which is how I ended up with the location in Florida that I work with. All right, let's continue on. I'm going to try to get to all these questions, and I'm going to check. So you guys who are watching this on the replay, you're going to see me reading questions from time to time. I know that's a distraction, but tonight's just all about you guys and the answering the questions that you might have. Have my past pets guided me down the path I chose through life? Are the what ifs in this life really other lives we have lived in? Um, let's answer the first question first. Have my pets guided me down the path that I chose through life? And I think somebody else has a similar question to this. Our animal companions are definitely guides. They are here for a specific reason. Every animal comes into our life for a reason. The ones that share our life that are actual soul pets are usually have I don't like to use the word like they have a lesson to teach us. They're guiding us in a way, not because we have a lesson to learn, but because we are opening ourselves up to being better human beings, and our animals are the partners in that. And will they show us what to do? Absolutely. Sometimes it's in hindsight, as it was for me with Jack and Lucy. And my Jack and Lucy, who have now been crossed, I mean, they were 13 years old when they crossed, and it's been 5 years for Lucy. In December, it will be 4 years for Jack. But for all the years that I shared my home with them when I was at my corporate worst, I would have done things completely differently. And now when I think about it, instead of like banging the gavel and saying guilty, guilty as charged, I know now that they've shown me how to be a better companion for my future animal companions. And Gypsy, who I was so glad to see Gypsy. I haven't been with Gypsy for 3 weeks. Just Mr. McCarty has been with Gypsy while I did all my traveling in Colorado. And I came home today, and it was like the best possible reunion. Just having Gypsy like kiss me all over the face and just want to be snuggled and scratched and hugged. But life for Gypsy is completely different now because of what Jack and Lucy helped me learn. And animals, if you're open to it, animals are connected to the source of all things in a way that they don't doubt, they don't question, they just know. And if we are willing to trust them, they will show us the way, they will guide us. And are the what ifs in life really other lives that we have lived? It's possible. I think about that a lot too. I think about what if I'd have, if a fork in the road has come up with a decision, what if I'd have gone this way instead of this way? And we could really, I mean, we've dived into this before, that the way I understand it, I can only explain things the way that I understand them to be. So when I sit down and go into a meditation with animals and I ask questions and I seek answers, I can only explain to you the way that I understand it. And that is that there's a possibility that we are living many lives all at once, and that every time we branch off on a decision, I've seen it described as a river. As a river goes down and there's a beaver dam or a rock in the middle of the river and it splits off and goes this way, the river continues in both directions, and that's almost like what it's like for our alternate existences. And I recommend this channel highly for anybody who is interested in exploring that a little bit deeper and how to integrate that so that you can shift where you are on your timeline right now. So instead of asking what if, I've done little meditations on this channel before where we reach out to a different version of ourselves and ask for guidance, or we go back to our child self or our future self. But the channel is called Your Universe, and her name is Dr. Jessica. I always forget her last name. It doesn't stick with me for whatever reason. Um, she leads wonderful meditations to guide you in integrating all of your lives so that you don't have to have like, oh, I just had deja vu. I wonder if that means that I'm living a different life in a different timeline. You can I would recommend doing one of her meditations because she has a really good way of she has a very soothing voice first, and then she does these meditations. That's all she does. You don't see her on camera like you see me. Hers, it's all voice meditations to guide you into integrating all the possibilities of your life into your current existence in order to shift your timeline. Um, okay. And vociferous, we're probably going a little deep. I know that that I want to get to your question about why did cosmic forces was your question. Why did cosmic forces have you have that event happen today? And I promise we will get to that. Do you think you'll develop an oracle card deck? Well, it's on my list of things to do. I have so many different ideas. I described it last week as the hummingbird, right? I just flit from flower to flower to flower, and I enjoy it. I enjoy that. And right now, the Oracle deck is not like a top priority, but um, I would love to be able to have my own Oracle deck. Online scrapbook of the community pets. That's a really good idea, Pat. I'm writing that down right now. Online scrapbook. I would love that. So an online scrapbook is where we would just have like all the I'd have to figure out how to do it. I'm not 100% sure. I think that I might even be able to do it. I just started a Substack. I'll try to work on that because that one really is a doable thing. And I would love to be able to have all of our animal companions celebrated on this channel. Do our pets appreciate the fact that we love or loved their physical body? Do they think we put too much emphasis on the physical? We don't put too much emphasis on the physical, I don't think. My understanding of this is that we came into physical bodies because we wanted to experience this physical. But what happened is we went a little overboard, and we forgot that we have a the bigger part of ourselves remains non-physical. And now that so many people are, I'll use the word awakening, it's, overused, I believe, but now that so many people are recognizing that we are spiritual beings having a physical experience, where our animals are showing us that too. And our animals, when they come in, they are also spiritual beings having a physical experience when they come into their body, and then when they transition to the other side, it's why they're showing us that it's okay. It's okay. When it comes their time to transition, you didn't mess anything up. You didn't do anything wrong. They are a spiritual being on their own journey. They came here to share part of their spiritual life with you in the physical. And when they transition back into the non-physical, they are showing us, they are teaching us that we have nothing to fear. We don't have to worry. There's no, it's not the end. And we've seen this, okay, time and again, from sign after sign after sign, message after message after message. You all have received it as much as I have received it from my own animal companions, letting us know that leaving the physical body is not the end. Death is not the end. It's opening a brand new chapter. They are simply exploring life now back in the non-physical. So do we place too much emphasis on the physical? No, we're just not, perhaps we're not placing the right emphasis on the physical. We have a physical body so that we can enjoy the ice cream cone. We have a physical body so that we can enjoy going swimming in a lake. We want to be able to, I'm looking out at a sunset right now. We want to be able to see the sunset. We want to be able to Kali, right? Thank you. Because I remember Kali said to get Lucy, because I love to treat my non-spiritual companions to something special, and Lucy was a foodie. I went and got 3 French pastries and of course they were all chocolate because I love chocolate, and just let them melt in my mouth. We came here to experience that, and we came here to experience everything, and that includes the whole range of emotions. Grief is one of the emotions that we came here to experience. I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but even love, grief, curiosity, excitement, all of those, every single emotion that you can think of, we wanted to experience it. It's when we allow ourselves to get pulled down. So grief, when our beautiful animal companion crosses, let's talk about Manny. So today Manny crosses, and right now, Osiferous, you've got all of us here holding you so close in our hearts, letting you know that right now, I mean, It's like as if Manny's writing a giant M across the sky to get your attention. They want us to know that they also came into the physical to experience a physical body, but now that they've transitioned to the other side, everything is okay. I was going someplace different with that with Manny, but we'll have to come back to it. There was something else going on in my mind at the time. Too many thoughts all at one time. So they love their physical bodies as much as we do, and they still like the physical experience. That's why I loved, I allow my dad, I invite him to watch through my eyes from the other side. He loved a beautiful mountain sunset. When I eat the chocolate cake, I allow it just to melt in my mouth, and I invite Lucy to taste that chocolate cake through me and allow her to just enjoy that because it was part of the physical experience that they really loved. Think about something that your particular animal companion may have loved. It could have been jumping in a lake. It could have been drinking from a hose. It could have been anything, chasing a squirrel. It could be laying in the sunshine. Those are the things that they wanted to experience. There's more to our life than the physical, and we're learning how to fully use our physical. So if there is a woman, her name is Dr. Tara Swart, who suggests that we don't have just 5 senses that we're taught in grade school. We have 34 senses. And when you can learn to use all 34 of those senses, that's when everything wakes up. So what are some of the things that beyond the hearing and the sight and the taste and the touch? Temperature. So when you are looking for a sign from your animal companion, you may sometimes feel either cold or warm. Think about temperature as one of the senses that you can explore further when you're looking to make a connection with your animal companion. Um, Pain is another one, not touch, but actual like, I don't know what you would sensation. I'm trying to think of what you would call that other than just the touch. So touch is one thing. You can feel something that's soft, you can feel something that's hard, you can pick up something, you can hold something, but it's like fully exploring your sense of touch. What does it feel like to actually run your hand through sand, to run your hand through snow, to touch the fur of an animal, to just hold your hand in the air and let the wind blow onto it? So those 34 senses, when you can start accessing the full range of your abilities, then that's when you start connecting because it's going to be natural. You're going to naturally start to understand when you're receiving information from your animal companion. Charlie, if a pet is reincarnated, would you not be able to see it in the spirit world? Will the soul be the same? Will the soul be in this world? We've talked about reincarnation before, and I know that this is also a hard one to wrap your mind around. It's just because our in our physical world, things go in a linear fashion, and we believe that there are rules for everything. We always have you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D. Um, and it's not like that at all. There are no rules. We can do whatever. There is a part of us. There's a part of you. There's a part of Lucy. Lucy now, I have her tattooed on my arm, if you can see that, because she came to me as a wolf. I saw her in a dream the night that she crossed. I saw her in a dream as a blue-eyed wolf. So this beautiful black lab, my little foodie, when she transitioned to the other side, she gave me a visual of what that was like. And now I have her on my arm because I don't know if anybody's ever gotten a tattoo, but there's a point where a tattoo is no longer just a piece of art on your body. It is like it's a part of me now. It's a part of me that will never not be a part of me. And let me go back to where I was going with that. Oh, because there are no rules. Reincarnation can happen in any way at all. It can be physical, and there's somebody else that had a reincarnation question, and I think that I'm going to help. That I have an answer for you. Um, a reincarnation can be exactly as we are taught. When I think about the teachings of this, um, when we think that there are rules about how this works, we are assuming that the divine creator of all things doesn't have the right to change their mind. We can do anything. We can come back in the physical. So we can come back in a physical body in any way that we want. I've mentioned it before. I want to come back as a hawk. I saw 2 bald eagles today on my drive home. Amazing, amazing. I want to come back as a bird of prey who's flying way high above the sky. And even if it's just for a day, that's what I would like to do. And we have the ability to do all of that. You can come back as a tree if you would like. You can come back as water if you want to be a wave in the ocean. There are no rules, and it's the same thing for our animal companions. And they can be It's it's multidimensional. This is my understanding of it, that it's multidimensional. So a part of us can be here, or let's just say, we'll go with, I love to use Gypsy as the example. Gypsy now displays, after being with me for 4 years, she has a habit that only Jack did. She has a habit that only Lucy did. There's no way for Gypsy to know that. It seems as if she has adopted a piece of their energy as a way to show me that they are still right here with me. So reincarnation is not just about, can we, are they in spirit? If we're talking to their spirit on the other side, how can they be reincarnating as a puppy? Well, they don't have to pick a puppy. They can reincarnate into the physical body of an older animal, of a different animal. Absolutely no rules. I think I answered your question. If not, let me know. How do you reconnect with a reincarnated pet? That's a great question, Charlie. This is also my understanding of this, that you have the ability to co-create the reincarnation. So if you were to sit down, I love to do this at night as I'm drifting off to sleep. I talk to all of my animals as I'm falling asleep at night. You can take a pen and paper, you can write, the 2 of you together can create what that's gonna look like. You can create what, what they may look like, or what you may co-create a sign. So you'll hear a song. Somebody on this channel, I can't remember who it is, heard a song, and they knew that as soon as that song came up, that it was going to be the sign from their animal companion that they were ready. And it just, everything will always line up. You're not going to miss the opportunity to have your reincarnated animal companion come back into your life. It doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. They don't go, oh, well, I've been giving her a sign now for 3 weeks. She hasn't seen me, so I'm going to go over and I guess I'm going to go home with Charlie. No, it does not work that way. They will always find the way to connect with you. You're not going to miss the opportunity. So all you have to do is ask, like, can I have a clear sign? I would like a clear sign. I would like to see the airplane pulling the thing across the sky that says, go to the shelter right now. I'm there. It's not always, not quite that clear, although it can be that clear. But you can ask for a sign and go with the nudges. I want you to go with your feelings. So much of what I try to share is how to trust your own intuition, how to trust your higher self to give you the nudges, how to trust your spirit team on the other side. Mine are mostly animals, but there's a couple people and angels. I call them angels, and angels, ancestors, aliens, animals. Your spirit team is there for you all the time. You can ask them to show you an obvious nudge, something that you're not going to miss, and then listen to it. Listen to it. And if you wake up 2 days from now and you go, uh-oh, I thought I got my nudge last week and I think I missed my chance. Doesn't work that way. Just bring it back. Bring it back. Think about what it was. What did you have the nudge to do? I had the nudge to go volunteer at PetSmart. I'm making that up, but whatever the nudge was, just go back and follow the trail again. Follow the breadcrumbs till you find the reincarnation. Channeled my dog. He's coming back. Oh, yeah. You guys, you're all capable of channeling. Go watch Lee Harris. Lee Harris is a channeler. He channels a group of entities called the Z's. And he shares monthly messages. But more than that, he is such a down-to-earth guy who can, if you, besides taking my word for it, I love to recommend people that I learned from. He is the one who opened one of the doors for me to being able to channel. And channel means just simply being able to relay a message from your animal companion. And you can do it on behalf of someone else, or you can just do it for yourself. So, which is what it sounds like Charlie did. You just say, channeling simply means getting information and letting it come out of your body and either writing it down, or I write it all down, because then I trust it. I don't dismiss it. I don't forget it. So I write it down. To live in her home, I want to come back now, now, now. Oh, so that's the message you're getting, which is beautiful. Go with it. Absolutely go with it, and trust that they will find their way back to you. They will find the way to you. It's not a trick. There's not a game. It's not some trick, I guess. There's nothing to, you're not going to be tricked. They're going to find the way to get back to you. So not reading the chat, that's Kali. Okay. We miss you, Connie. Thank you so much for Lucy's chocolate. We truly mouth-watering enjoyed it. Um, okay, let's thank you for this. I was looking forward to seeing you and everyone in the community. All right, fantastic. Okay, let's go to Osiferous. So Osiferous, the question that Osiferous had was today, September 2nd, Manny, and I think that's right. Correct me. I think I wrote down the name Manny, and I don't have um, I think that's what your kitty cat's name was. Um, today, Manny would have been 10, Manny's 10th birthday, born September 2nd, 2015. And then today, the decision was that Osiferous made the most selfless decision, and that was to assist Manny's cross into the other side. Manny having cancer. But why did it have to be on Manny's 10th birthday? And why do cosmic forces come together in such a way? I don't know all of the answers about why things line up the way they do, but you're not the first person I've heard of who both the birthday and the transition day are the same. So I will have to think about that a little bit more and I will ask the question. I'll ask for insight to receive guidance on why that happens. And I don't even have there's not even a little intuitive answer right now, but I have other information that I'm being called to share with you. And that is, it's not the wrong day. So if part of what you're asking is, but why did it have to be today? Um, did I pick the wrong day? Should I have waited? Should I have done it sooner? Should I have done it later? That should have, would have, could have thing will make you crazy. We talk about it here on this channel a lot. That we second guess our decisions. We second guess what we could have done better for our animal companions. And I've second guessed myself, not for Lucy, but for Jack. Jack was the one where afterwards I went, I wonder if I made the decision too soon. The answer is you cannot make the decision too soon. When you make a decision, and this also came up, this is also for Lucy, and Lucy's beautiful Joker who crossed this week. When you make a decision out of love, when you are making the decision as the most possible loving decision because you, more than anything, want to make sure that your beautiful animal companion, that your cherished soul pet does not suffer, does not have pain, does not have a life that has no quality to it. And my mind just wants to go. It wants to race down this path with this because it's more than that. When we start to understand that, right, once they transition to the other side, there's so much more. There is so much more for them. It's not the end. And they will let us know right away, instantly. They'll send a sign. Or you'll get a feeling like Lucy in the dream that came to me the same night that she crossed. Others have seen Mel has seen her doggy in the clouds all the time. There could be like a bird that constantly comes to you to let you know that as a reminder that they're right there with you. And they're not just right there with you, but they are like everywhere all at once. And then there's so much more. Like Manny can come back. If you and Manny decide together that you would like him to come back in whatever form that may be, it's okay. You can decide that together. When I sat down, I'm going to use Jack as the example. Jack was an old soul. He was a very old soul, and he was a yellow lab, but the most chill, laid back. If I could spend all my days just laying in the sun, yellow lab, he didn't bark. In fact, if Jack barked, you knew something was up. He didn't ever bark. He was just really, really laid back. And when he crossed, I asked because I questioned myself, did I make the decision too soon? Even though I know that you can't make the decision too soon because too much goes into it. You can't you can't decide something for them that they are not ready to do. Something will happen. Something a car will break down. Everything will happen that will make you not be able to carry through on the decision. But anyway, so I questioned Jack, And so I sat down in my meditation in a quiet space. I love to do it before sleep because that's when I like to I like to program my subconscious mind. I don't like to revisit all the stuff that goes on during a day. I would much rather fall asleep at night programming what I want to happen the next day. I focus on love and just peace and calm and ease. And in that space, I can connect with animals. And I just asked Jack, would you like to come back? Because if you would like to come back, I would love I mean, I would just I'm afraid that I this was the thought process. I'm afraid that I made a decision too soon, and if you would like to come back, just tell me how, and we will make it happen together. And I got the sense from Jack that he had been back many times before and that he would prefer to stay in the non-physical, and I completely honor that. I completely honor that. Whereas Winston, I already know that Winston, I can sense that he's already back and not with me. Because Winston was a rescue who only spent the last 2 years of his life with me. I know from to the bottom of my soul that he went back to a little girl. It's gonna make me cry. That he went back to a little girl that was part of his first family. And I honor that as well. I trust that every single animal, they're not ours. We're not their master. We're their partner. We are their soul person as much as they are our soul pet. And we support each other in this beautiful life. And I honor whatever decisions they would like to experience. Lucy, if she would like to be a wolf right now, I can sense where Lucy is. um, I keep saying it's where she is. I'm gonna have to take you guys there because I know where she is. I know where she runs. I know that she haunts this one place that she absolutely loved. So there are that was for Osiferous, that you can't make the decision you can't make the wrong decision, especially when you make it out of love. When you make a decision that is based in love, it will always be the right decision, and it will always work out just fine. And you may go through a little bit of, guilt, remorse, questioning yourself. All you have to do is sit down, even if it's the same day, and I know sometimes it's hard. Within the first day or 2 after our animal companions cross, our emotions are raw. I mean, we are it's hard. All of us here, we know, and if you go through some of the comments, all it's we're left feeling very vulnerable and sad. Give it a day or 2, or if you I mean, for me, I 'cause be Lucy's crossing was so peaceful. Sit down and just have a conversation with Manny. Have a conversation, and they will find a way to let you know that everything is fine. Whether it is Jack drinking from the toilet bowl, or you'll hear their clicking across the floor, or you'll feel them jump on your bed, or you will hear something, all of your senses, tap into all 34 of them. They will find a way to let you know that all is well, that everything is fine. Um, Why did cosmic forces I just wanted to talk about the cosmic forces thing. Everything is a cosmic force. We are part of that. This cosmic field, the quantum field, the field of all possibilities, it's not just like this field that's out there. We're part of it. Our every single strand of our DNA is connected to this beautiful field. It is all one big amazing puzzle web. I like the idea of the web, and it's all interconnected, and every we are part of the field. It's not that we have to seek out the field. We're in it. When we learn how to quiet that monkey mind that goes on back here and trust that our animal companions are showing us, because they don't second guess and they don't doubt and they don't question. They are showing us how to become a better version of ourselves. And I don't mean that as a judgment, like because yesterday you weren't the best version of yourself. They're just teaching us how to become the more complete version of ourself, and they never second guess it. So sit down, ask Manny, and then pick up your pen. We practice automatic writing here. I'm going to hold an automatic writing class, I think. All I do is take my big pen and my pad of paper, and I ask the question, and I ask to receive, and I'm open to receive. I don't question it anymore at all, and I just begin to write whatever they tell me, whatever it is that they want to share with me. Okay, let me just check this. We have a so I'm scrolling down to, so for Gary, losing him on your birthday. force you to reframe the day. It's no longer about me. It's now a day to celebrate him, and I don't do well doing stuff for me. So that works, and it has helped you heal. I suspect, that you've touched on something, Kali, that may help Osiferous as well, that there's a reason, there's an underlying reason, and if you it helps you reframe things. I like the word reframe. So maybe just sit down and I might not have the exact answer for you at this moment in time, but you can get that answer. Just sit down and think about why? And you can write down anything, like, you can keep questioning. I don't get it. Now I wrote, "So why?" And you write down whatever comes through, you're like, "It's unclear. I'm still feeling something was wrong. I'm still," and they'll keep guiding you. You will keep receiving guidance. You are an extension of the source of all things. The create whatever has created us, whatever physical, I mean, we've chosen to come into the physical, the creator of everything that is, and I say that I said last week that I believe in a divine creator because there's just too much. I mean, when you look at a leaf, at a flower, at a feather, the complexity of it, the ocean, the so you are like the ocean. We are all like a wave in the ocean, right? A drop in the ocean. We're the ocean in a drop. I can't think of what that particular saying is, but you're part of it. So when you quiet your mind and turn off all the BS that's been crammed down our throats since we were little and started going to elementary school and church and scouting and whatever organized things and television and movies, whatever got, programmed into this little brain, turn it off and just trust that when you let go of that and you don't question anymore, that you have access to every last piece of information you could ever want. You'll get the answers that you're looking for. Okay, how are we doing for time here? Um, I read messages in different order. Uh, Okay, you are very welcome. Yeah, so and I hope I haven't missed anything for anybody. I'm doing the same thing. I'm kind of scrolling through the comments that everybody's putting in. And if you're watching this as a recording and not live, and you would like your question answered, just go ahead and put it in the comments. You'll be able to comment. It won't be in the live comments. I don't know why YouTube does that, but there's one little section that will just be the live comments. But then the regular comments on any recorded video, put a comment in there. I try to check every single one. Whenever somebody posts a question to me, I like Osiferous. I try to make sure that I answer it. So feel free to put your questions, and it always gives me something new to chit chat about also. Okay, and for Lucy, I think Lucy, this the same thing for Joker. I know that it's the hardest decision that we have to make sometimes. We will drive ourselves crazy. Should I assist my animal companion in crossing? And this is the last thing I'm going to do, and then we're going to kind of wrap it up. Is that I personally would not ever judge in my role as an animal chaplain, helping people through this decision making process. While I cannot make a decision for you, I can help you to come to the decision that feels right for you. And that means it's a collaboration between you, your animal companion, your veterinary provider, and I'm going to use the word God for lack of just to keep it consistent, for lack of anything different. It's a group decision. And when you sit down and reflect on the decision and you make it from a place of love, not fear, when we make decisions out of fear, that's when we can sometimes really make our not be as satisfied with the decision. Always, you cannot go wrong when you make a decision based out of love. And then the last thing, this is really the last thing, when you are unsure or you think that you did something that you shouldn't have done, you know that your actions resulted in something it's a burden of guilt that you're going to carry forever. Forgiveness. Ho'oponopono. I've done many videos on it. You can find it. You can find even more videos than there are so many people out there that have done videos on Ho'oponopono. H-O, it's a Hawaiian word. H-O with the little hyphen. O-P-O-N-O. Okay, don't ask me to spell it. Ho'oponopono. It's the Hawaiian Polynesian practice of forgiveness, and is about forgiving yourself. It's about complete unconditional forgiveness. And when you work through that, when you it's I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry. That's how we translate that one little phrase in Hawaiian. We translate into I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. It changes everything. Like it lifts such a burden. I ho'oponopono everything. And there's beautiful books on it. There are wonderful videos on it. So that's the last thing I'm going to close with. Thank you. Thank you, Kali, for spelling it out. Yep. Ho'oponopono. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay, I think that about wraps it up. My friends, thank you for bearing with me this evening. Thank you for Cheryl. I'm glad you were to have you here. Yeah, thanks, Golly. uh, Thank you guys for being flexible. And if you're catching this on the replay, don't hesitate to post your comments and your questions, and I will get to them. And I will see you guys all again on Monday, and if not sooner. All right, take care, my friends. I love you so much. And until next time, may animals light your way. Take care. Bye, everybody. Love you guys.